Are you ready to rumble? So we got to get this sucker torn apart, get it ready for ICC, just like the rest of them. So Jordan still ticks like a freaking bitch. And so we got springs and retainers on the way. They'll be here tomorrow. And I'm just going to put it all together with the head on the motor, put some compressed air in the cylinders, get that thing knocked out and done. So on the CRX, I need to dump the trans out. We need to get a triple disc going in this thing stat. And then Austin's car, I need to do some work on Austin's car too. I got rear suspension to put on it, and then I need to dump the trans out and put the twin disc, my spare twin disc, in that sucker also. So we'll get everyone rocking, rumbling, and ripping, ready to go. This is gonna be sick. I'm excited. Stay tuned for more. I need to pull my skirts off and get this thing racked. So got everything taken apart down here on the bottom end, and everything's looking really good, dialed in. Studs hold nice on the T-case. Back here, when I went up, I noticed this either came loose on the trailer right there or the trailer right home. So toe in the rear was kind of funky. I didn't jack the car up at the track the entire time, but definitely know I need to every time I get to the track. Just make sure everything's nice and tight and there's nothing weird before I get out there, because who knows, maybe that tire just steering out is what's turning me. I don't know, but it does straighten up down track. So it's like, what? I wonder. I don't know. And the all-wheel drive cars do just drive crazy. So it may just be the added bite and grip and going nuts. The 60K in the rear pushing the front around while it's spinning and doing the thing, because it is spinning. There's a lot of wheel separation currently. And yeah, so we're gonna get this trans out so we can get a triple disc going in and keep chipping away at the dang thing. Aaron's over there doing some maintenance on old brother-in-law for James. God bless. While we were pulling the trans, Jamie and Aaron were rolling bearings in and doing some maintenance on the brother-in-law. They had some oil to clean up and a couple little things, but she's doing good and looking good. Got the pan all cleaned out. Over here, the clutch isn't actually looking that bad. We got the trans all out. There was a lot of clutch dust in there. I just cleaned it all off. The fork looks good, no cracks, nothing really going on there. We got a lot of meat left on this sucker, and it doesn't really look that bad. We're still gonna go ahead and upgrade to the triple, put the triple in it. And then we'll get these refreshed so Austin can have some nice fresh twin discs. But the flywheel, everything's looking good. I pushed, so I've got it all apart now. I pushed this before I even had it all apart. I pushed the slave in, and it didn't push itself back out. So I looked inside there. I do definitely have the piston. It's in there, but I'm not seeing a spring to push the piston back out. It should have pushed it back out. Now I've got it all disconnected and there's no fluid in the line. So now I know that's not why it's coming back out. But I pulled the pedal out also, and I blew that out with air, and a bunch of dust came out the bleeder hole because I pulled it all apart. And then I pulled the pedal out, and I pulled the feed line off from the master, or from the reservoir, and got like a dribble bit of fluid. Not much at all. I had more fluid come out of this line than I did come out of the line from the reservoir itself. And the brake fluid looked red, and I don't remember using red fluid. I always use the amber fluid, and the fluid coming out of the master itself was amber. And so we're just gonna try and we're gonna blow the system out. We're gonna rebleed it, repump it all up, get a new slave on there, and we're gonna run the .5.1 fluid on the clutch. I know on my car, it's nowhere near any hot zones. All the exhaust and everything's over here, whereas Mario's, it's right next to it, but something's up. The clutch was slipping too much, and so we're gonna put the triple disc in, and we're gonna go through every other precaution and make sure it's all right and nailed down, so we can get some good passes next time out. And then I think I'm gonna have Donno grab the wheels. I need to call Donno up and see what he's up to, because we need to build this hitch, and I think I'm gonna have him take the wheels to work, put them up on his machine, roll them, see what they look like, and tell me if any of them wobble real crazy. But we also have to fix the back there. On top of all the other changes, the little things we're gonna do, I'm gonna put a bigger reservoir on it. I know I have the super sick Hush Performance one, but I'm gonna tuck this bigger reservoir up underneath the dash and put it up in there real nice like, so that the gravity feed is much better, because the pedals are mounted up under the dash. This sits right against the dash bar, and then the fluid comes in from the top, but it's got to go through that hole, and it kind of goes up just a little bit and over. And so just try and get rid of that up just a little bit and make it all just go downhill perfect to where it sits nice. I got this little rig to where it bolts, where this is a dual master system, but these two studs hold it to the dash bar, and then this one holds it to the A-pillar bar. So the pedal is in there really stout and doesn't move a wink. But go ahead, dial this all back in and get it back to how I like it and where it should work good. All right, so working on getting the freshly air blown out pedal all back in there. And just the 3 bolts kind of right there. You see on the left there's a hole for one, and then on the right there's a nut on the bottom. There's then a nut on the top of that as well. I gotta get all that going back on. But looking at the reservoir stuff, Mario's gonna bring me stuff he's got for the reservoir as well. I just think this isn't, I don't know, it's not enough gravity bleed or something. It is, but it's maybe not for how I have it set up. I don't know. We'll get it figured out though and dialed in. The slave's definitely a huge issue. So we're tinkering on this thing. Austin over here, we got some sick new rear suspension stuff for Austin's. We'll get this stuff dialed in. All on his car from Steve-O. Super sick. Steve-O's looking good. Well, something interesting. I just unscrewed this line, and as soon as it was fully unthreaded and released to the world, it sprung back up. So is there something going on with my fitting or my line? Let's find out soon. Been in there a long time. All right, got the trans all back in. Austin and Blake swung by and helped me stab that sucker real quick. Got most of the bolts all tightened up. I need to do a few more. And we get this thing back together in just a jiff. Put the stock wheels on it because I'm going to bring these wheels with me to a fundraiser dinner tonight with Donno and Nick's family. A little spaghetti fundraiser dinner. I'll drop the wheels off with him and he'll spin them up, make sure they're all good, check them on the bouncer, and we'll show you guys how that looks and stuff too. So stay tuned for all that. Welcome to GoofyBuilt Shane. Today we're putting a triple disc into the CRX. The nasty CRX we got here. Drives like crazy. We noticed a couple things while I had it apart. The tires I've been running are just freaking massive. They kind of rub on everything I got going on in here. Rubbing everywhere inside here under the sun. But I think it's only when I'm turning around, driving on and off a track. I don't think it's while we're ripping. Maybe it is while we're ripping because we drive all over, but that's just because it's sick. So yeah, we gotta get we're almost all back together. I gotta put the axle nut on here, tighten up, cotter pins, get to that side, tighten up the ball joint, cotter pins, axle nut, put the radius rod on, and then run through everything. We had a toe adjuster in the rear come loose, so yeah. That maybe was a little weird. Not sure if it happened on the trailer ride there or the trailer ride home, but a couple things, running through stuff, figuring everything out, taking care of business every day. Mario leveled up for GoofyBuilt Shane and got a 16 Pro.
Well, so if you guys remember last year, so actually ICC last year was the first ever video I filmed for you. So I had the little GoPro on the stick, and you know, I tried to zoom in and post to like the roll race. It was terrible. So now I got the super zoom so we can
super speedy USB 3. We're gonna be transferring, getting videos out to you guys like none other. Hard because how high the reservoir or the master already is. Gotta get the reservoir up there a pretty good amount to make sure it's gravity fed right. I wish I could just stick it on, but it's too close to the cowl and everything. I may put this in the cowl, drill a hole.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
What you thinking?
Thinking we might need to like just hole saw a giant hole that this thing can sit in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So then I can just sit down, like perfectly go right in. Probably should have did it when I had to pedal out. But I can get rid of some of this.
Yeah, I think you could just trim around that, but
Do a little trim job.
yeah, the Wiltwood is just very chonk. Right there.
Yeah.
It would be sit a little higher than it did out here, or it would just be more direct line.
More direct line. That's the big thing. And like going down here, it gets so much lower.
It might even be creasing or something.
Might be creasing. I don't know. I want it to look more like this, where it's just quick and easy into it.
Yeah, because those are working.
That works great. And the other one's got a long line. And I'm tired of the long line. Well, I nutserted it here, dude. What if I just bolted it backwards? I'd have to drill a new hole, but I could just freaking go to my old nutsert.
Bro, I would just let the hose hold it in place.
You'd be a hose holder?
Yeah, it just sits in there, rattles around.
Yeah.
Dude, all the rattling would get the bubbles out. That's for
rattle
sure.
and get the bubbles out. Yeah. We're gonna figure it out.
Okay, you remember that episode of Futurama where Fry has like the robot girlfriend, and like you basically just get like a robot shell, and then they kind of take the hologram of whatever girl you want. So I think his is like Lucy Liu or something.
Yeah.
And he's just making out with her all the time. Okay, so we're probably gonna get that in the future, but you only get one chance to make the appearance. So it's like the character creator in like Skyrim or something.
It's gotta be good.
Yeah, so how long are you spending on making her probably not look frumpy, potentially?
I'll probably honestly waste a lot of time.
Yeah.
Try to make it, you know?
Well, like, so what always happens to me in the video, when I'm like making a character, like, they look awesome, and then like I overdo it too much, and then they end up looking like shit, and then I would just be stuck with that.
Yeah, right. You start messing with too many things.
Too many
"Fuck, can I
features."
go back?
Yeah. You're like, dang it, she was looking so good, now she looks like a dude.
Look, what's with the jawline?
You're just like, dude, didn't you pick up one of those robot girlfriends? Like,
Went bad.
yeah, it didn't work out too well. Oh, there you go. Don't cut yourself. Yeah, that's like their one caveat. They're like, you only get to use the character creator once, so whatever you do, you're stuck with that.
Stuck with it for life.
So.
And like that's your robot girlfriend, bro.
Yeah.
I imagine once you buy a robot girlfriend, no girl's actually gonna ever want to date you again. So like you're really stuck with it.
Now you just gotta get a chick who's like down with the robot girlfriend. So you get two girlfriends.
Okay.
Yeah.
She wanted a robot girlfriend anyway, so you guys co-character created the character.
Yeah.
And that's also why I like that show.
That's very
We are gonna have to re-bleed this unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's tight. And I'm gonna need to cut this. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Okay.
So this one started leaking out the front of it. Can you hear how crunchy the damn thing is?
No good.
Well, then I was trying to put the new one on, and I had to loosen the whole bracket because that one had gotten so bad that it would let it be off-centered a little bit. Because that bearing was just toast inside of it, bro.
Whoa. Crunchy.
So now it's all nice and centered, so I can fix that. So I'll send that pump in.
Nice.
Thank goodness somebody was watching when I started it. Where's the engagement?
It's about where it was before I adjusted it down.
So at the top or in the middle?
Yeah, top and left. About where it was.
So you want to adjust it down some and make sure it still works? I'd prefer it not towards the top. Then your foot has less chance of riding on it.
Wait.
I'm on the phone with the new phone, dude.
Mario's just got his new phone, guys. He's trying to flex on me.
I'm just stoked on it, dude. Is that the? Let me know if the footage looks any better. If it still looks like shit.
But we got the triple disc all in the CRX here. We tested the clutch. The pedal is a little higher than Jamie would like, but we'll get it all dialed in and set up for some passes at the track and see what's up. We're gonna have Donno spin the wheels up, let us know how they roll, rock, and what they look like if they wobble crazy on the balancer. So thanks for tuning in. We'll get this thing onto the track real soon and see if we can better our PB and get deeper in the 8s. But like, comment, subscribe, download this GoofyBuilt, and peace out.
Oh no. I purposely didn't put myself in the frames. I've been stripped of my main.
He didn't do a mullet, guys.
I was thinking about doing a mole. I didn't do it this time. Wait, so in the comments, are you guys telling me to shave my mustache? That's messed up. I don't know why you guys keep telling me to shave my mustache. That's fucked up.
Yeah, like, he looks pretty good.
So rude.
It's nicely trimmed.
Should live his life
It's
how
clean.
He wants it, man. If he wants a mustache,
It's a nice
get a
mustache.
It's all twirly.
If he wants
It's
a
not even
mullet,
that
he should
twirly.
have a mullet.